Eugenics is as American as apple pie, part 2. The reason why this says 1907 Indiana is because we are talking about a bill that's passed in 1907 in Indiana. It's the first of the forced sterilization bills, and by 1931, 30 other states will follow suit. 30. They start with people who are feeble-minded, who are in mental institutions, right? Because they think that feeble-mindedness, which could be anywhere from depression to what we know now is probably ADD and ADHD, autism, Down syndrome, any sort of thing could make you feeble-minded. But also, you could just be a woman who's pushing back on the system and they throw you in a mental institute for no reason, right? If you're looking for a movie about this, you can watch Changeling. It's an Angelina Jolie vehicle, and it is horrifying. From the feeble-minded people, they expand and they go, criminality. If you're predisposed to criminality, we're going to sterilize you. Why did people think that criminality was a genetic trait? Well, sometimes it'd be like your grandfather was a criminal, your father was a criminal, you were a criminal. Therefore, they think your child's going to be a criminal. But we know that the vast majority of criminals steal things, right? Because they have to. We know that criminality has a lot to do with the factors of the area that you grew up in, the amount of economic opportunity you have, the amount of opportunity you have to move up through the social system and the structures that exist. My follower, Dat Parish Girl, I'll tag her, stitched my last video with a portion of Ever After, one of my favorite films, where Danielle is quoting Thomas More's Utopia, and basically the quote is, if you create a society where people have to lie, cheat, and steal to survive, then isn't the argument that you've created criminals and now you're punishing them for being criminals that you created, right? They're trying to breed a fitter society, right? And when we're talking about criminality, the goalposts of criminality always change, right? This is why what's happening in the United States right now is actually so worrisome, right? Because we're watching these goalposts change immediately. At first, we were just rounding up the criminals. Now we're rounding up all immigrants. And now a lot of American citizens are getting rounded up. Without due process and with the changing nature of criminality, anyone can be a criminal. Do you see how this works, right? Forced sterilizations also disproportionately affect women. Disproportionately affect women who are Black, who are Indigenous, who are Asian, non-white women as well. And it will go on through the rest of the century. Somewhere between 60 and 70,000 are reported. They're recorded. They're written down. I know that number's higher. We're going to talk about miscegenation in part 3 of our eugenics series. So stick around. It's really fun. If fun is sad and depressing, you know?